Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video called Top 100 Canadian Rock Songs, Best Canadian Rock Songs. So from what I've heard and from my understanding is that Canadians really do love their rock music and the rock songs. So I'm excited. We're going to be checking out 100 of them. I'm wondering how many I'm going to be familiar with. But let's check it out and comment, like and subscribe. This is very 2000s party. Help, I'm alive. This is old, right? Something. Is it a live version? You're confirmed, that's that. I love very 2000 vibes. Second Nickelback song. 3 Days Grace. Okay, I could get a sense of what are the popular rock bands. Oh, this is very cool. What a cool video. Oh my god, okay, Nickelback, we're only on number 89 and they had 4 songs. April as well. Wow, okay, this is very harsher rock. How come all of them are in parties? Okay, 3 Days Grace. Well, apparently super popular. Oh my god. Why would anyone care? What? Oh my god, 3 Days Grace and Nickelback, they're super popular. And Avril, oh my god. This sounds just harder than harsher rock. Oh my god, I can't, is this Canadian? Oh my god, that creeped me out so much. That video was extremely creepy. This is very a toy house. Okay, we can't go a few songs on Nickelback, so this is the most popular Canadian band. Oh my god, a lot of these videos are crazy. This is the second or Big Fire one. This is so incredibly catchy. Bryan Adams as well. Neil Young. Okay. Wondering what Ohio was about. I love Billy Talent. Oh, it's a band, not one person. You tell her that she's really wanted. And once you're gone, you can't ever. Hey, Head of the Blue. Of course, Nickelback, cannot miss it. Oh, I like it. Oh my god, my darkest days Ludacris. What? This doesn't sound very rock. Okay, very poppy. Loverboy. Arcade Fire are quite popular as well. This is 3 Days Grace, extremely popular. This was hard rock. Are they in a co-museum? I like it. This is very chill. This doesn't sound very rock either. Oh, that's him? Oh my god, yeah. Something recent. I didn't recognize him. Arcade Fire is super popular. Bryan Adams, okay. I feel this is Bryan Adams, Avril Lavigne, 3 Days Grace, and Nickelback on repeat. I like it. It's so he sings so crazy fast. Was that from the same album? Again, Arcade Fire. as well. They've been here a few times. Oh my god, this is creeping me out. Oh, I like it. Very catchy. Oh, this is okay. It's a duet key. I Am Machine. Why? Oh my. This is very like leaning towards pop rock. This as well. They're so catchy. Yeah, they're very catchy. Okay, Alanis again. I like her vibe. Paralyzer. Hopefully not. Really talented again. Oh my god, okay, what's happening with these videos? Crash Test Dummies. Okay, that's a great name. Bad Girlfriend, okay. Oh my god, okay. This is not a rock. This is like a ballad. This as well. This is like very romantic. Kirsten never grown up. That was their prom. Can you use a prom? Oh my god, 3D is crazy. It's very intense. This is so catchy. I love it. Summer Paradise. This is very not what I imagine Canada to be like. I'm just a kid in life. It's a nightmare. Sure. Oh my god, back to that. Simple Plan. Courtesy Call. Oh. Wow. She has a great voice. Okay, this is not a rock either. Oh my, this is so catchy. Isn't it the ones that lean towards pop are so totally catchy? Oh my god, Nickelback is just all over here. This is like also like last part. Oh my god, three beats. I love his voice. Oh my god. I don't know what's happening with the guitar. Never Too Late. Do you know what? That's good. 3 Days Grace again. A lot of songs from that album. This is so catchy. Oh, this is a ballad. This is like the first Nickelback song that I think is more ballad-like. This is also quite like, this is an acoustic thing. This is not rock. This looks like a very iconic picture. Was this a video or what's this like? Oh my god. Fact, like, you see this cool. Catchy. This is so catchy. Oh my god, this is so catchy as well. She's acting a little crazy. Oh my god. I thought that he was gonna hit his head on the diving board. A lot of Avril as well. We have like Girlfriends with several songs named the same. Oh my god, okay, we're top 8. Okay, 3 Days Grace again. This is such a classic like rock song. Yeah, well, they're rock stars. Of course, I'm gonna say this. This is also a ballad. Okay. I hate everything about you. Okay, like this is very. Calm down, please. So catchy. Oh, I've heard this song. Yes. Summer of '69. What happened in Summer of '69? Was it like Woodstock? Probably not. Okay. I think like this is a great selection. I have to say, I was expecting, to be a little honest, I was expecting more variety. I think apparently because according to this list, they're probably, I think, the biggest like songs. The biggest songs are from like 5 bands or musicians in general. They're like Nickelback, Avril Lavigne, 3 Days Grace, Bryan Adams, and like and then like the other, I think, top spots are like there was like Simple Plan, and then I think like some 41, I think was the other, and I think like that's it, right? I think the others were just like they almost took all the spots. Like, I swear, like there's like, okay, like there's apparently they're like the biggest musicians in Canada. Especially, I think Nickelback. I think Nickelback like takes the cake. There's like so many songs by them on this list, followed I think by 3 Days Grace, and then like closely followed by I think Avril Lavigne. Maybe Avril Lavigne and 3 Days Grace. No, I think 3 Days Grace had more. But it's kind of crazy to think of like, okay, the top 100, and like I don't know, 80 of them belong to like the same bands, to the same like 7 or 8 bands. And then the rest is just like, well, the other like outliers of someone that just sort of like came along and maybe had like a one-hit wonder or something. I love like Neil Young as well, but let me not. He was just like in here like 3 times. Compared to the others, it's like, okay, like no, that's nothing. So I'm a little like, okay, there's like no other like Canadian like rock musicians. I mean, I'm glad it's good that a Canadian like rock is like well and alive. But like, are there any other people? I think Arcade Fire was another that there was like a lot of Arcade Fire songs. I think like probably like in the top like the first like 80, not so much of like the top 50, but still like they tell me that they're incredibly popular. I think like some of the other thing that I found a little bit like, okay, that's a little strange. It's probably because they are rock artists and they're probably like rock stars and not necessarily like the songs themselves can be classified as rock. But a lot of these songs were like, that's not really rock or what I consider as rock. There's like a lot of ballads as well, especially I think like Bryan Adams, like he had a lot of ballads, and I think even like I think Avril Lavigne also had like a couple of ballads. There were like some, and Neil Young, like there wasn't like so many rock songs. I think Neil Young, you can probably make the case as well. It's sort of like a rock influence kind of situation happening, at least in the songs that they played. But the others were like, I think those were like, I don't know, those were like power ballads, to be honest. But maybe it's just because they're known as rock singers or just like rock bands, and that's why they're on the list. But technically, like that's not, if we're being strict, like that's not really rock. I think some other thing that was, again, it's like I'm happy to see this, but I think it's like really funny how a lot of them, I think like that was my impression from the Avril Lavigne, the Simple Plan, Sum 41, I think like even 3 Days Grace, although I think maybe it's just because or like there were like so many songs by them, but I got the impression that like Canadian sort of like teen pop punk, yeah, pop punk, that's the thing, right? Like pop rock punk, like it was because I think it had like a lot of punk influence, but also like leaning a little bit towards like the poppier side of things. And they're teens, like they look extremely young. So maybe I'm off about this, but I think like apparently like, they're pretty big, like young or teen acts are like pretty famous or pretty big over there in Canada. They like their pop bands, and they're sort of like pop rock bands or pop rock singers that are also teens, but maybe like with a little bit of a punk influence. Maybe it's just because again, I don't know, like they're very emo as well. Like I think 3 Days Grace was probably the most intense one. Like not just in the music itself, it sounded very like hard, like heavy guitars. It sounded like a heavier type of rock, but also I think the lyrics were like, oh my god, this is very depressing. Like this is very like leaning towards like emo, or kind of something like emo sad, and maybe not specifically like a teen kind of thing, but I think just with taking it as a whole, I'm putting them with the teens. But I think they also like they were like just adults. This is for depressed adults, like it's a thing as well. But a lot of the others, I think especially like the Simple Plan ones, were like, I'm just a kid, like my life hates me, like something about like everyone hates me. I think like I'm just a kid and everyone hates me. A lot of these, and I think there was also, I think even Nickelback, they were like they're like all the even like in like the music videos were them in just like in like a party, in like a house party that you kind of like associate with more like, oh yeah, it's a house party that tends to happen in like probably in your teen years, probably as well as like college level. But I think like, let's say like, I think college levels, the college parties like tend to look a little bit different, like in music videos, not in reality. But I think it was a little bit like, okay, so a lot of like teenage stuff, I think it seems to be pretty like big in Canada, which I like. It's good. So I think they're given like an outlet for teens to actually like express themselves, which I think is good, because again, it's like really, and especially I think like rock as a genre, I think it's really, it's a genre that I think a lot of young people probably like can identify with, because it's more like the lyrics tend to be like a little bit, probably like a little bit deeper, and you know, the sounds themselves are a little bit like heavier. So again, if people are in their own like very emotional phase, it's normal, like teen people like feel a lot of emotions. So it's like, oh yes, I can really relate to this song, and I can tell like it's good that they're giving them like, again, like an outlet. It's a good thing, and I think it's good for them to like see, for teens, I'm speaking about teens, they like see your representation, like, oh, you know, there's like a teen that, you know, they can be me as well. Like, again, maybe if I set my mind, maybe it's like a success story as well. Like if I set my mind into something, like again, if I like work on my craft, obviously like not necessarily like music, but maybe like I'm into some sort of sport or anything, I can probably be like, oh, you know what, this person's a teen and they made it, so maybe like there's hope for me, and I can also like, if I work hard enough, maybe I can also achieve that level of success, like being that young. Obviously not that everyone's gonna, like, it's not gonna happen for everyone, but I think it's good. At least I don't know, I'm like, you know what, I think it's good. It's a good amount of like representation that I think like works very well. But I think like for the songs themselves, I think I really like them. I think I was not familiar with like a bunch of them. I think most of them I don't think I've ever heard of before. So I don't know if like they maybe like it was just like very Canada like insulated, that we're just isolated over there in Canada. Or maybe again, maybe I need to listen to more rock. I don't know, but I think there was like a few songs that I'm like, oh yeah, I can confidently say, of course I've heard this before, and this definitely rang a bell. But like there were some others that I had no idea. Like for instance, that band 3 Days Grace. I don't think I've ever heard that band before. I think maybe it rings a bell, maybe the name, but I've never heard of it. And now I know like, oh, they make like really like a heavier, I don't think it approaches heavy metal because it's not exactly that, but I think it's really similar to something like a little bit heavier. But again, I have like, okay, I have to look them up, because I think they sounded again a little depressing, a little dark, but it's good. Like we probably need more darkness. Like not everything has to be like super chipper, and not everything has to be like super cheerful. Like it's good. It's good to have variety. But I'm happy to say that rock is well, and I think alive, because again, it's a genre that I think has been like, I don't know, a lot of like those rock bands are not that active anymore. Again, maybe I'm totally off about this, but I think I've heard of like, I know Nickelback is like a really like famous band. I didn't know it was that massive, but I've heard of them, and I know, oh yeah, they're Canadian, right? They're a Canadian rock band. I don't know if they're still active, or like Bryan Adams, or even Avril Lavigne, or like The Simple Plan, or 3 Days Grace. I don't know if like they're super active again, or maybe it's just like this from another like time period. But if they are active and they're still like actively touring and they're still like putting out records, like I'm glad. It's really good, because I think, for instance, like the Nickelback thing, I think it surprises me, because again, they're so incredibly big, which I wasn't expecting, because it's just like, to me, it's just like a band that I think I've heard of, but apparently in Canada they're massive. But also because I could see that they started like, I didn't really got to see like if there was a year. I don't think there was, like they should have listed year. But I can see like by context and by the music videos, it's like, oh, and by the guy, the lead singer, like, oh, he looked like pretty different in one of the songs. And I was like, oh, okay, like he definitely, like he's older now. Not that he looks old. It's just like, oh, he looks older. So it makes me think, and I think that 3 Day Grace guy, I think it was that's exactly the same. I was like, oh, again, you can tell that he looks older. So I'm wondering when exactly like these people like started. I feel like they were like very, very young, or again, maybe it's just that they weren't that young when they started, but it's just like they've been around for like probably again over 25 years, probably more than that, probably closer to 30, which again is incredible. And that's why I'm like, hopefully they're still touring, or they're still like putting out records, because having like those long careers, like that's such an amazing feat. I don't think a lot of people can say this, and again, the fact that these people have managed to do that, you know, it's like kudos to you guys, because it's like incredible to succeed in the music business is already like hard enough to like even just like, oh, my songs playing on the radio, like that's gotta be like incredible. And then like no, I actually have like several hit songs, several hit albums, and again my career spans 15 years, like 20 years. That again is incredible. It's a really fickle business, I can tell you that. And you can see it, like again, this kind of songs are probably like not that famous anymore. That rock songs are not like that famous as a whole, as a genre. They're not that big because people are just listening to other type of things. So it really does show, like one day like you can be really hot, you can be a rock star with like one of the songs, and then the other is like, well, you know, let me know like if in 5 years I'm still gonna be on top, because it's a really hard business. And not just like 5 years, probably even like a year. Like a year can make a massive of a difference. And it's like, you know, you're not that hot anymore, you're not that big. So it's like, wow, the fact that these people have like long careers is like, wow, incredible. And probably it's because they have a lot of fans, and because their music managed to connect with a group of people. And I think that's the key. Like as long as you manage to connect, not even like a great amount of people, like you don't have to connect with everyone, but if you have like a very loyal fan base that really does, like it's really into your music and really understands you like on an artistic level, I think like again these people are going to be like fans of you probably for life, and they're going to be like very loyal, and like you're going to succeed in your career, in your life. So you know, it's like the fact that they managed to do that and to manage to emotionally connect with people, and with some amount of people, that's not an easy feat. And again, we should definitely be like, wow, you know what, incredible. Like you definitely deserves the applause and the success and the long career. But that was it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.